you'll be like, oh damn, I spent so much time trying to research something, trying to find a product, and you list the product but it doesn't sell, and you're wondering why it doesn't work. You try that across multiple social platforms to list the product on. You try it on Amazon, you try it on TikTok, you try it on Shopify, or you tried many different combinations, but it just doesn't sell. So what do you do in a situation like this? And I wanted to give you some gray hat tactics that definitely use those tactics at your own risk. But I've seen plenty of successful TikTok shoppers, TikTok shop drop shippers, um, executing those tactics successfully, and I wanted to tell you what they are. So this is applicable not only for TikTok but other platforms as well. But the degree of this gray hat tactic for how far you should go is going to depend on the platform. So what I'm going to describe right now, guys, is just a quick way for how you could accelerate those sales if you're trying to make some sales and you already found your winning product, whether it has some viral potential or any other potential. But you found that winning product, and you're already into the next phase. So the next phase is you're listing that product, and when you listed the product, let's say on Amazon FBA, then out of a sudden, what you want to do, you want to make sure that this product is sold, but you're not getting any sales. It's absolute crickets. So if you start running ads, you cannot run it into a situation where you just don't make any sales, even if you run ads and burn a hole in your pocket. So the successful dropshippers do, and they do it in a small, like a tactical way. So what they do, they tell people, hey, look, you could if you provide me a review, I will give you a free sample. So this is something got cracked down upon by Amazon, and of course it's kind of crazy, and yeah, and that's why a lot of people kind of not using this tactic, but some successful dropshippers still do. So it's still possible to detect if you use this tactic. So if you're going to use it, only do it in a smaller scale, and only for like using organic reach, like threads, and some other way that I'm going to describe to you that has to do with Insta, and it has to do with Meta. So when you want to use, what you want to do, you want to create like a funnel with just a quick ad telling everybody, hey, go ahead and jump in, provide a review, and I'll give you a free sample, right? So you want to do that for a few products, but if you do that on Amazon, you get a higher risk of getting your listing suspended. So you don't want to do this rapidly. You want to do this gradually. You want to do this in a way where you have a funnel going, you have a couple of ads here and there with some budget going on, where you basically control the distribution of your ads in a way, in a such way that you don't end up burning a hole in your pocket and not taking too much risk in terms of your listing getting suspended. So how do you do this? There's certain scaling factors that you want to follow for how to do this, guys. But effectively what you're doing, you're running Meta ads and you're sending people to your funnel to get the email real quick. And of course, when you get email from people, you also give them instructions to provide a review on Amazon. That's the way to do it. But keep something in mind, it's a riskier tactic than doing it directly. Thank you. And then doing it on TikTok. TikTok shop is like returning back in 2016, before Amazon started cracking down, or whatever it was, 2016, whatever it is, guys. So if you execute this gray hat tactic with TikTok shop, you're gonna have a greater success factor. So meaning you could still execute on TikTok shop this gray hat tactic. So when you hear people saying it's early, you should jump in on TikTok shop, this is what they mean, like because you could execute this gray hat tactic that is rarely heard of anywhere. I mean, you probably heard of if you're into like drop shipping and that kind of stuff. But honestly, guys, I see a lot of people just get a lot of products in China and then they get cooked because they don't like it's just they don't end up making any sales. So and the reason why is because TikTok algorithm is not gonna it's not gonna push you if it doesn't see you making sales. But how do you get sales? That's where this tactic comes in. So hold on a sec, guys. I'm gonna have to stay in line to get a coffee. I'm about to go to the city, so it's gonna be a ride for sure. So yeah, so basically I've been experimenting with this gray hat tactic, and keep something in mind, guys. If you're doing this on Amazon, if you're doing this on Shopify, if you're doing this on TikTok, the easiest place to do it on is on TikTok, because on TikTok, hold on a sec, guys. So yeah, so the easiest way to do it is on TikTok. Hello guys, hello Zale X. I'm just getting some coffee if you guys don't mind real quick. So yeah, so if you guys want to do this, if you want to execute this gray hat tactic to bypass this problem of no sales, because that's like the biggest problem. You get a lot of products and you simply just don't make any money at all. That's basically the bottom line, that a lot of people don't tell you that, guys. So when you get insane amount of products, right? So let's say you found a winning product, you went to a supplier in China and you'd be like, yo, send me some supplies to America, so this way I could spawn some money, right? So seems easy, right? But what happens once you actually start doing this, you're gonna be like, I bet, let me go ahead and send some product to Amazon, and then you're gonna get cooked after recognizing that Amazon has all those fees and whatever, right? It's like a scam, guys, literally. So what you want to do is forget about that. Oh wow, guys. Hello, hi bro, Ritvik. I'm from India. Yeah, guys, thank you for joining, and I'll give a little bit of your time. I'm heading out to the city. I figured I'd just take you guys with me. I'm so cooked from yesterday. I've been literally like researching while on the train. Hold on a sec, guys. I gotta take that sip of coffee, otherwise I'm gonna get so cooked it's not even funny. Damn, I gotta hop on the train, guys, too. I'll probably take you guys in the city with me, so if you guys wanna feel free to follow. If you guys wanna see my adventures in the city, I'll take you there with me and show you guys around. But yeah, can you tell me what you're doing here? It's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, mom, prior. Happy birthday. You reached the right channel. This channel is for moms over 40 and other side hustlers who would love to help moms over 40 make money, and of course make money as well in the process of doing so. And yeah, guys, it's wonderful to see all of you guys. And what I'm doing over here is describing a gray hat strategy for moms over 40 and other hustlers to help you guys make money and prevent you from like falling into a lot of scams that you're gonna discover on the internet, and make sure you don't fall into those scams. So right now I'm talking about a gray hat tactic that is pretty dope. Like, it's so dope. I was researching it the other day, and what this does, guys, what this allows you to do is to make sales faster. So like a lot of people don't understand this concept because it requires a little bit of kind of thinking, like because there's so many different platforms. There's eBay, there's Amazon, there's Shopify, there's TikTok. And if you pick the wrong platform, and if you pick the wrong like sequence of executing this and trying to sell products, and of course it's gonna be hard to make sales, especially if you go with Amazon FBA. They got crazy restrictions, guys. They got insane restrictions. It may seem in practice easy to start off with just Amazon, but like you're gonna get cooked so fast if you don't understand those restrictions. So the easiest way, guys, like if I have to rate all the platforms out there, guys, so this way you don't get scammed, I'd say don't do Shopify, don't do Amazon, don't even do TikTok. Do eBay from day one, okay, guys? As a first thing, like, and then I'll show you how to introduce other platforms in the mix, okay, guys? So which car you have, bro? I have a Mazda CX-5. I have a Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R bike. Wow, that's cool. I have a electric scooter. It's in my garage. I probably take you guys with me on the road on my scooter. It's electric bike. They're quite popular over here in America, and that's so cool. You guys, I see so many interesting people from India and a lot of people joining over here. Thank you guys for coming into my life. My name is Ron Wells, and I'm, I figured I just say good morning to you and take you guys with me on a road. I'm actually commuting. I work hybrid schedule, 2 days a week from the city, and then the rest of the days I work from home. And what I do is I hook you guys up with some incredible products and incredible services for you, and of course for your future you. And then, so this way you spend more time with your pets, cats, kids, and dogs. And what I do is I help you guys build your own brand, your own personal brand, your own actual brand, whatever the case may be. In my particular case, I'm building guys a couple of brands. Yeah, thanks, bro. You enjoy talking alone, bro. Well, you see, this is where the interesting part comes in. The interesting part comes in when you create content. You could be, as long as your message is clear and you continue talking, what's going to happen is you could repurpose the video. And even though there's only one viewer, I have the gift of being able to convert that video that only has one viewer into thousands of views. That's the beauty of my skill. This is when moms over 40 realize this, they out of a sudden their ears out of a sudden like hyper focus, like, what? How can you convert one view into 1,000 views? This is a skill, guys. This is the skill that I have, and I teach that skill as well. Not necessarily teach, but I'll just tell you where you could learn that skill. I'll point you into one of my bundles so this way you could learn it. But it's a fire skill, guys. It's like absolutely fire skill. If you learn this skill, it's absolutely gonna be insane, guys, because you're gonna be able to sell anything. And like, you could already just take a look at my videos. You're gonna see thousands of views on just short form videos. That game I already conquered, guys. What I'm really conquering right now is not necessarily views. That's the cool part about this business, guys. You could be literally almost like talking to yourself, and after creating a fire video that is cohesive and consistent and easy to follow, you repurpose that and you get like insane amount of views, guys. And I could show you how to do that. This explains why I could just go on for like hours talking, and it will look like I'm talking to myself, but in reality there's thousands of moms across multiple social platforms that follow this content, guys. And yeah, guys, so if you wanted to learn how to do this, definitely check out my ThreadStack digital power bundle. But yeah, in regards to gray hat tactic, to start using Insta funnel. So meaning you're gonna run some ads on Meta, and you're gonna funnel people to get their email, right? So you're gonna quickly funnel those people to get the email, and you're gonna give them free samples. That's basically what it comes down to. And you're gonna start off with eBay at first to get like really warm and fuzzy feeling, a warm, comfortable feeling that you're able to make sales. Otherwise, you're gonna quickly quit, guys. You're gonna quit so quick, and you'll be like, oh, I don't want to do this. A lot of moms over 40, they start this, they be like, oh, let me go ahead. I seen one mom over 40 like spend $50,000 going the wrong path, guys. Creating labeling, sourcing products from China. Then she got cooked so bad because the product defect was insane. It was, she ran the offer in an incorrect way, where she ended up giving away for free like everything. And as soon as you create that offer on Amazon, and the algorithm is so big, like so fast to expand your sales, if you like screw up the offer, guys. That's what happened to her. She got she screwed up the offer, and people started buying like crazy from her. And she made a offer where you offer like, first buy one get 10% off, buy two get 20% off, buy three get 30%. And like the bottom line is, if you get like 5 of them, you get everything for free. And she ran with that, and then she lost like 50 G's, guys. So because Amazon is fast, it will reward you fast if it sees reviews. Like, I mean, if it sees sales coming in, it will be pushing you fast. A lot of moms over 40, they don't understand that, and they like lose a lot of money, guys. This is why I tell you guys, look, start off with eBay, because with eBay you don't need to be kind of bringing people from other platforms like into Shopify and running ads. And eBay, you don't need to run ads. You just literally post a listing and see some sales. Of course, your product gotta be fire, and then you go ahead and you follow this gray hat tactic where you funnel people into your into your funnel to get an email, and you do that from Meta Ads. And once you do that, guys, then it's smooth sailing because you got the email, you could get free samples, you get UGC creators lined up to promote the product. And because essentially, guys, you need UGC creators. You can't be just like going live with you can't be just creating a product and don't have any UGC creators, guys. Otherwise you won't make any sales. But the bottom line is the reason why you are giving out free products and letting them write reviews is because guys, you want to make those sales, and TikTok algorithm, it actually rewards you. It sees that you're making sales, and it's gonna be like, hi, let's go ahead and reward this person. Let me give more kind of scoring. And that's what happens. A lot of people don't tell you that. So you hope for the best. You hope to make the sale. But the truth is, like, if you don't do this, if somebody don't buy, then you're not gonna grow. But essentially, guys, what you gotta do is you gotta give somebody, do this. Like, first of all, you have to give free samples this way. And what you have to do, this is the next gray hat tactic. And actually, it's not even a gray hat tactic. This one is literally like I'd almost want to say it's somewhat between gray and white hat tactic. But what you do, this is actually absolute fire. It will increase your sales like fast. It will be, especially on TikTok. Oh my God, if you use this tactic, guys. This tactic involves you. So basically, you gotta have threads. You gotta have threads account. I know I'm throwing lots of socials, guys. This is the reason why you're learning from this. I'm throwing lots of socials. So if you don't have threads account, definitely go ahead and create threads account. On threads, I have like thousands of moms follow me. So guys, look, here's what you gotta do on threads. So first of all, the most important part, if you haven't learned anything yet from this channel, guys, is that you need to do this across multiple platforms. Okay, so definitely go ahead and create your Threads account. But anyway, if you go on Threads and say something like, yo, I'm looking for the beta testers for my latest pet product that I'm releasing. And if anybody interested, hit me up, DM the word pet on my Insta or something like this. If you do that, and you also say, by the way, I'll give you a free product, and you want to phrase it that if you provide a review, not like a straight, direct conversational. Otherwise, the AI is going to be able to detect that down the road. Even though it's a like white hat and gray hat tactic at the same time, you still want to be not super open. You want to say, I'm looking for the beta testers to test my product, and here's my pet product. And if you buy it and provide a review, I'll give you a return back. I'll give you a refund back. But the way you want to say it, first of all, you want to say that on a separate platform. You want to say it on Threads, and you want to do this in a way without like getting flagged. Even though it's kind of you doing this, you want to do it a little bit, guys, okay? And you want to do it across several samples, so it doesn't look like you have insane influx of fake reviews. So basically, you want to do this in a way where you tell people, look, if you buy my product, I'll send you the refund. That's what you want to tell them. If you do that, they will buy your product for the full price, and you send them the full refund, 100%. So I know it may seem counterintuitive, but when you do that with a couple of products spread across multiple time periods, guess what? Guess what, guys? Then the algorithm is going to start pushing you. The TikTok algorithm is going to start pushing your sales, and all of a sudden, you're gonna be able to make more sales. This is a skill. This is a really skill. Like the only way for you to execute that is to systemize that and get the list of beta testers ahead of time. And the only way you could do that is by building like either running meta ads, or you could do it organically with thread stacking. What I do a combination of both, thread stacking and meta ads. This is the best way. Hold on a sec, guys. I need to see my train schedule.
Your train will arrive next on track 2. Business and quiet cars will be located at the rear of the train. Final call, Amtrak 190 arriving next.
Okay, guys. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna create another video a bit later, guys. I'm gonna get some bagel, and I'll create another one a bit later.